Shepard may have cleared the galaxy of the Reaper threat, but that doesn't mean that his or her work is done just yet. Omega, the latest and largest Mass Effect DLC pack, returns us to one of the most recognizable and loved settings from the second game, and it pairs us with one of the feistiest females in the universe. But how has the dingy space station of Omega changed since Mass Effect 2? And can Shepard finally put a leash on the incorrigible Aria T'Loak? Omega takes us back to the space station of the same name, a festering hub filled with the lawless criminals of the galaxy. Their unelected and unofficial leader is Aria T'Loak, an Asari pirate queen who rules Omega and its mercenary occupants with an iron fist. But the balance of power in Omega has shifted. Cerberus, the pro-human organization and series antagonists, have booted Aria off her beloved space station and have taken complete control of it. Aria needs help from one of the strongest powerhouses in the galaxy to take it back, which is where Commander Shepard comes in.
Your chance to strike out against your oppressors is coming. Together we will take Omega back!
At Aria's ruling, the Normandy crew aren't allowed to step foot on Omega, meaning there are 2 slots in Shepard's squad to fill. One of these positions is filled by Nyreen Kandros, a female Turian obsessed with doing things the right way and sticking to her morals. She provides an excellent contrast to Aria's tendency to make ruthless yet rash decisions. And as the past between the 2 females is revealed over the course of the story, we learn more about Aria and her motives. The 2 new squad mates are powerful biotics, and from the off, Aria's flare power may seem overpowered, but the enemies in Omega are tougher. Cerberus has been experimenting. The regular low-key mechs we know and love from the second and third games have received a bit of an upgrade in order to control Omega's rowdy occupants. Not only that, but they've been using Reaper technology in order to try and create a race that they can control. They ended up with the Adjutants, a fast and brutal race who are powerful enemies. They can clobber you with their fists, or release a powerful biotic power to render you hopeless. It's wonderful to be able to return to the station of Omega. With the populace kept under control, the streets are even more unsafe than they were previously. We get to visit old haunts such as Mordin Solus Plague Surgery and the nightclub Afterlife. There's also new areas such as Aria's War Bunker, secret passageways, and the mines in the depths of the station. With the hiss of the adjutants and the lack of light, the mines are a truly creepy place to explore, adding a nice contrast to the brightly lit space stations we're familiar with in Mass Effect.
They believe they have you under control.
Being able to spend time with Aria is truly the best part of this DLC pack. Even under strain, she can be cold and calculating, but the inclusion of Nyreen and the hints about her past add another dimension to her. It's a shame that Omega doesn't include any huge moral decisions that the Mass Effect franchise is so well known for. It offers a choice at one point, but it seemingly has no implications, rendering it a pointless choice. Your relationship with Aria only continues to a point, and you leave things abruptly. It's an unusual way to end a relationship that has been building for a few hours. Omega also suffers from feeling a bit dragged out. The flow trails off somewhere in the middle, mixing between stilted dialogue and overlong action sequences. It's unusual to keep going back to a game whose ending was so abrupt and definite. While fans will love the time you spend with Aria on Omega, the abruptness of its ending and the lack of a definitive link to the future DLC, which is already in development, will confuse. Each DLC tries to tie up the game, and the following opens it up again. But Omega is another sterling addition to the Mass Effect franchise, answering questions and building on the relationships made throughout the game. Just remember, on Omega, there's one rule.